Alrighty, we are out here at 9295 West 77th Drive in Arvada, taking a look at the main sewer line. I accessed this via a basement clean out on the main stack. If you look at the bottom left-hand side of your screen, you see that we're out 134 feet 9 inches to the city tap. We do have a little bit of water running. I just turned off all the water. With the length of this line, I needed the water to help my camera carry all the way out. Sometimes it's just a little hard to push it, so we do have a little bit of that residual water running out from when I ran the water to get my camera out there. We're taking a look at this main sewer line. Homeowners just kind of wanted to see the integrity, if they had any issues with this sewer line. We are going to begin our pullback right now. If you look at this material, it's that green SDR material. It looks like they've had a sewer line repair done. A little bit out to the city tap, nothing too crazy in there, about 30-40 feet of SDR, and then we'll transition into that clay tile. We'll mark out all of our transition points in there. SDR looks really good. We don't have bellies in this SDR. Water's able to flow out. Now, I did clean this line with my big 5/8 machine. They had 2 spots of a little bit of root intrusion and one ever so slight belly in here that was cored up a little bit. Core is just a kind of a material where it's a combination of toilet paper and all kind of the nastiness that gets into that drain line, settles and turns into like a super thick oatmeal style of debris, and we were able to push all of that out into that city and to get this line open and flowing. Just turning my camera head a little bit so that way it still looks like it's on the bottom and you're not looking upside down. Every once in a while the camera just spins and turns a little bit in that sewer line. So right here, about 80 feet 9 inches is where our transition is from that clay tile to that SDR. That was one of the spots that was letting in very, very minor roots, as you can see on the upper left-hand side of the screen. Little bit of roots left, but I got 99% of those roots out of that line with my big 4-inch blades with that 5/8 machine. So a little bit of a belly from about, let's go back. A little bit of a belly from about 78 feet to, and this is where our core pocket was at in this little bit of a belly. 78 feet to about 74 feet. There's just an ever so slight belly in that line, you know, not allowing water to drain out the greatest. Here at 70 feet, this was another point of root intrusion. As you can see, we cleaned those roots out of that line. Now, this intrusion was very, very minor. This clay tile looks very good for its age. Now, right here is where I do have a spot of concern, and I have this located out in the yard. This right here from about 69 feet 10 inches, if you look on the very top of your screen, you see those black marks up there. Those are some, what I believe to be hairline cracks in the top of this piping. This is something where we would like to do a spot repair on this. Now, right now, these hairline cracks are not causing any issues. The sewer line is still functionable, but unfortunately, we don't have a crystal ball into the timeline of if this is going to crack more, if it's going to hold out fine. So this is something where we're going to put in an estimate to get this spot repaired. Another transition another joint right there of that clay tile. This one had no root intrusion in it, and it looks really good. Another joint, that one also looks really good. No root intrusion in that. When I first sent my camera down, there was only those 2 spots of root intrusion. Now right here at 42 2 feet 4 inches is where we transition from clay tile into cast iron. This is a small section of cast iron in here. They did a sewer repair inside the home's foundation as well. Right here at 37 feet, it transitions from cast iron into PVC as we enter back into the home. Now, all of this PVC does look really good. No bellies in this PVC, no cracks. So, I'm going to flip my camera quick. If you look on the left-hand side of your screen, there is a stub out for a bathroom down in this basement. That's from the toilet that can be installed in the basement. That's where that toilet would tie into this main sewer line. All right, we're coming up our clean out right now. Basement clean out. And over here you can see all of the concrete repair that they've done. That's the sewer line where they replaced the old cast iron with PVC. The overall condition of this line, it is functionable, but that crack in there brings up some concerns, something we would like to get repaired out just because that does have the potential possibility to fail, but it's not something where I'm going to classify it as major, just something that we would like to get done because, like I said, we don't have a crystal ball. That could last 10 years without having any issues, or it could be 10 days from now and it could have issues. I wish I could determine which it is, but this is something that I'm going to hand over to our excavation department to get a bid in to get this spot repaired done.